Welcome to the first lesson. So in this lesson, we will look at how to get started with guitar. The assumption is that you have never played a guitar, and this is the first time you're holding a guitar in your hand. So the kind of guitar, we'll start with is an acoustic steel string guitar. So this guitar is played with plectrum usually, and it has steel strings in it, and that's the main reason plectrum it's better to use plectrum instead of your fingers. In this lesson, we will look at how to get started with plucking the strings on guitar. So, plucking the guitar involves using your right hand or your left hand, depending on whether you are lefty or righty. You pluck on this portion there near this circle. To This act that you do here is known as is plucking a string. You use what we call a plectrum or pick, and you hold your plectrum like this. So you make a 90 degrees angle, as you can see my fingers here, and so that you can hold the plectrum easy and firmly. Another important part here is that don't try to hold the plectrum like this, in which you are too close to the tip of the plectrum. You want to leave some space in between, so that you can freely pluck the strings without having to without you touching your fingers on the strings while you pluck the guitar. So let's get started with plucking the strings first. So the way you position your left or right hand is either you put your palm on the bridge like this, or you put your fingers on what we call a pick guard. So again, there are different ways guitarists play guitar. I have seen guitarists playing like this. So basically they just rely on the placement here, and with nothing, no support on the guitar itself. As long as you can play guitar well, it's fine. I personally feel that having support here or here gives you a lot of control on how hard you pluck the strings, and that precision can sometimes impact the melody that you're playing. So let's get started with holding the placing your fingers here in the black area, which is called a pick guard. And we'll get started with a very simple exercise in which we'll go from the first string at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the string starts from the bottom. The bottommost string is your first string, not the top one. The other thing that I want to highlight is how you pluck the strings. So it's a debatable topic amongst guitarists as to whether to use all down picking or using one down and one up, which is also known as alternate picking. I have an opinion on this. You can use either. It's just that when you do the alternate picking, it produces different sound every time you stroke. And all down picking gives a more uniform sound whatever you play. So given a choice, I would say start with all down picking. But having said that, you also have to learn alternate picking at a later stage. Alright, so this is your first exercise. Try to play the difference between the strings like this, and now try to play it, but don't see here. Alright, this is important because you can only focus on one side, okay, which we will. So on the other side, where you press the strings on with your other hand, it's important to get one side right without having to look on that side again. So this is what you should tackle first. Try to play the strings uniformly, but you shouldn't have to look on this side. Now let's get on this side, which is where you press these individual divisions, which are called as frets. So again, there are different ways guitarists play guitar, and as long as you can play the music and the melody correctly, it's all good. I'm going to start with a good practice, and you can change it and alter it depending on how you adopt to it. You use your other hand to place the thumb on this line, which is also called a second fret. So by the way, let me explain you what these are. These are all called as frets, frets, frets. These are individual notes or the sound that you produce as you pluck with your other hand and you press the frets on this side. So when you don't press anything, which means you're playing an open string or zero. So there's zero on the first string, zero on the second string. Okay. Now coming back to how you place the frets, how you press the frets is you place your thumb here on the second fret. All right. And now you stretch your palm like this and you fold your fingers and you place them, you press them in a way that your fingers are making a 45 degrees angle. Again, thumb on the second fret, palm stretching out and making a 45 degrees angle with the fret like this. And now you're folding your fingers and now you have it angularly placed on first, second and third finger, third frets. It's very important to place them in an angular way, and the reason is you get the maximum stretchability. Stretchability is an important aspect of guitar because you want to be able to move your fingers freely without having to struggle to place them on the fret. All right. So now if I try to play it like this, I have seen some guitarists playing like this. So your thumb is right at the back and you're trying to place it. This can work, but again the problem is it's the same problem. It gives you less control. So playing guitar has to look easy, it has to look good on eyes, and it has to look elegant. And that's how people get a perception. People get it looks more elegant compared to if you're trying to play it in an ad hoc way, and it makes the others feel that you are struggling, and it's quite hard to play guitar. It should be effortless, in short. All right. So now what I have done is I'm pressing the frets here. Now where you place your fingers is also important. How you press is also important, right? So you fold your fingers like this, as I said, and you press the fret just before the fret line, right? Not here, but just a couple of millimeters away from the fret line. Okay. So the key advantage of doing that is it requires least amount of pressure when you are close to the fret. Okay. And if you try to do the same thing, it might produce a sound like this. If you are on the fret, it will produce slightly diminished sound, and this is the most clean sound. Okay. So now let me play this exercise, which I have seen some guitarists call as they call this exercise as spider walk. Okay, so we're gonna do 0, which is open, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now all my fingers are again maintaining a 45 degrees angle with the fretboard. Now I need to be able to play this with first and with all the strings. Okay, so we just did with the first string. And let me play it with. Okay, so as you start to move towards the upper strings, you will feel that you are unable to stretch your fingers. Okay, this is a common problem. When you get started with the guitar, it's very hard to align your fingers. It's very hard to stretch your fingers in the way you require to play the guitar. This particular exercise is quite important because it gives you the right amount of flexibility to move your fingers on guitar. Okay, so as you move towards your upper strings, you also have to start rotating your palm like this. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. So you see that I'm now moving towards the upper strings like this, and now when I go back, I do exactly the same thing. I start to move back. Alright, so that's all you need to do, moving from top to bottom, and try to get it right. And the other thing that you need to be careful of is that when you move from this, you also feel that your previous fingers are getting lifted. Okay, So you need to ensure that this stays in pressure. Okay, the pressure should stay intact, and this also should stay intact. The reason for that is you want to make your fingertips harder. Okay, your fingertips means just before the nail tip here. Um, the sooner you get it right, the better it is, because when you play the melodies, your hard fingertips help you will help you with less efforts, which means that you don't have to press as hard because your fingertips are harder. Okay, don't try to press like this. Okay, it means you are using a finger flesh, so this is not the right technique. It has to be fingertips like this. Okay, now this is your first exercise. As you are getting started with guitar, it's important to get this right, and it will take a while for you to get hold of it. Now you should practice this thing every day, or at least 4 to 5 days in a week, and gradually it will improve, and this will lay the foundation of you playing melodies on guitar correctly. Okay, so don't give up on this even if you get to the next stage. Basically, when you get started with playing melodies on guitar, this is very important to continue to play guitar correctly and with proper control. Okay, now the next part is the next exercise, which is the reverse of this. It's gonna go like this: 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. This is gonna be a little bit easier compared to the previous exercise because you're starting here and you're lifting it. You don't have to. So obviously, when you do this, you have to lift it for this to come into effect. Okay, so this becomes so these are the two exercises you should practice every day. You will observe a lot of improvement in the next stage, and you will also observe that if you don't do it, then the next stage is going to be harder. So in the next video, we will look at how to play scales on guitar. Thank you.